Hi! Oh my god, hi you guys!
Do you want me instead?
I want you next. She
said she doesn't want you.
That's not what she
No,
said.
I can't say that.
Love you.
Okay. Love. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Friendlies. Today we have a very special guest, one of the most talked about young players in the world. She is a winger known for her consistency, creativity, her gift for getting the ball to her teammates, and of course, her incredible game-changing speed. She's a key part of the U.S. Women's National Team and a rising star at Chelsea. Please welcome back the one and only Alyssa Thompson. Alyssa, welcome back to the show, and thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
This episode of Friendlies is brought to you by our good friends at Verizon. Think the best 5G network is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to your local Verizon store and they'll give you a better deal. The best 5G network has you covered with the most ways to save on plans, streaming, and phone deals. More reasons to save, more reasons to switch. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score report dated first half 2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. I know, I'm so excited to chat. I feel like we have so much to catch up on. I know that you and the rest of the U.S. Women's National Team are currently in camp, so will you just tell us what your day has been like today?
Today we had a meeting in the morning, and then we went to training, did our first day stuff, and then came back. I ate lunch, showered, and now we're doing this.
Yay, we're doing this. And then what do you have after?
We have a PA meeting, and then another 22-hour meeting, and then we have dinner.
Busy day of meetings.
Yeah, lots
really
of meetings.
Busy day.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Well, I know that camp can be busy like that, but we're so excited that you're back in the U.S., back at camp with the national team. We've obviously missed you in the NWSL these past few weeks, but I've watched almost every Chelsea game, and it's been so fun to see you just bringing like your signature style of play to the WSL, to Champions League. We're going to get into all of that, the adjustment, your new teammates, everything. But first, I have some questions about like adjusting to England and like living there. When I played for Man City, I remember all the reporters always being like, how's the weather? Is it raining all the time? Are you understanding the accents? Which league is better? But I have like a actual hard-hitting question for you, and it's the only one I really care about. How do you feel about the washing machines?
I don't like them.
I literally know how bad.
They're so
They don't
bad.
dry.
Well, because it's a washer dry, like, in one. Like, who does that?
Alyssa, literally, I know. So you're either like, when you
hang
hang dry them,
yeah.
great, but then they're kind of like stiff. And if you do run them through the dryer, then they're like kind of damp.
And they're way smaller. I feel like when I did it in the US, like, the dryer didn't shrink as much as they're shrinking my sweats right now. So I have to hang them up.
I know. When I was there, it was during COVID, so we were washing our own like training kit, and by the end of the year, my like little Man City practice kit was like a belly shirt. It was so bad. So I'm like truly like thinking of you and sending you like well wishes about the washing machines because I like feel your pain. Okay, my other England question is, I feel like when you want to just get like a takeout meal, like they don't have a lot of like salads.
They don't have salads. Nay actually told me about a few places that do like kind of like a sweet green style.
Oh, good.
But there's not a lot of salads, like a good like Caesar salad or like my kale Caesar or something.
Yeah, I know. Okay, do you like the breakfast beans?
I haven't tried them. I don't like beans in general.
Okay, fair. But I will just say I grew to love the breakfast beans, so I do recommend them. Last question about just like this adjustment. How are you adjusting to the 8-hour time difference between London and LA? Like, are you just FaceTiming people back home and they're just starting the day you already lived?
Yeah. It feels like time moves faster because of that. Like, I feel like my day's like so fast because I'm already ahead of people. Like, my day's finished when they're waking up. So I felt like time is just moving like so much quicker for some reason.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It was weird. I always found myself staying up late to like talk to people back home, and it kind of just changes your whole day around. It sounds like you're adjusting just fine. Good luck with the washing machines. Sounds like you found a few salad places, so I'm happy about that. I want to rewind a little bit. So when you announced you were moving from Angel City to Chelsea in September, there was so much talk about what this move meant for Angel City and the NWSL, what it said about Chelsea's commitment to winning. But none of those things really have anything to do with why you, Alyssa, decided to go. And I want to talk about what this move meant for you. You've spent your whole life in Los Angeles. You were born there. You played club soccer there. You began your professional career with Angel City in LA. You actually started with Angel City instead of going away to college. So I'm wondering if any part of this move was kind of part of this desire to like go and try living on your own somewhere else. You're only 20 years old. How was this just kind of like your first big adventure away from home?
For the most part, that was the biggest thing for me. When I heard about this opportunity to go to Chelsea, I immediately was like, I want to go. I didn't think about everything else, how I'd be moving away from home, how far it would be, that I wouldn't be playing with my sister. I just thought about Chelsea as a club, how cool it would be to play over there. I haven't left LA, and being able to go somewhere else, learn a new culture, just be by myself. I've never done that before. And I feel like obviously on the field I would grow so much, but off the field I think I'm growing a lot already. And it's kind of like my college, going away from home and stuff. So being able to do this I thought was just super important for my development as a whole.
I totally support that and get it. And I felt similarly, when I decided to go play overseas. I'm wondering if before you heard from Chelsea, had you ever considered going to play in England?
I felt like later in my career, I would want to eventually play in Europe. I never thought it would be so soon, and I was not thinking about it when the opportunity came. I just re-signed with Angel City, so I was I'm going to be here for a few more years. I mean, I always wanted to be able to have the opportunity to go over there.
I think sometimes these opportunities just pop up at the right time. And I think you mentioned going away from home for the first time is kind of like your college. Most 18, 19, 20-year-old people are living away from home. And so I think this was, really incredible timing for you to take this jump and grow in your career and in your personal life. I do think, we said that you've lived in LA your whole life. You've also lived close to your younger sister, Giselle, your entire life. And I can relate. When I went away to college for the first time, I went all the way across the country to UCLA from Massachusetts. One of the reasons I did that is because I felt like growing up, Christy and I were always kind of like a package deal. And I think in some ways, moving away gave us both space to have some independence from each other. And I'm curious if you feel similarly, if you think maybe giving space to both you and your sister will help you both grow in new ways.
Yeah, for sure. I think in this we'll be able to grow, not apart, but grow in different ways and as individuals. I mean, I always want to play with Giselle. I always want to be with her. If it was my choice, I would play with her forever. It was important for, I guess, both of us, to be apart and kind of have different experiences, and then whenever we're together, be able to come together and be able to do the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. I know Giselle is in camp with the U23s right now. Are they staying in the same hotel as you guys?
No, they don't stay in the same.
Oh,
I know.
Bummer. Oh, that would have been so fun. Okay. You get this, offer from Chelsea to go and play there and kind of take this jump. Was there anything about changing teams and changing leagues, joining one of the best teams in the world that you kind of expected would challenge you? And why did you decide to embrace those challenges?
As a whole, this move would challenge me no matter what. I felt like I was just, in general, just super scared. First, the offer, obviously, I want to go, but I know what comes with it and, how different it's going to be from playing at Angel City. Just, I don't know anyone. I'm going to a new team. It's overseas. I'm really scared. Maybe in the U.S. people have perceptions about what England is gonna be like. So I was just I hope that everything's okay and I'm good enough to be there. Being able to go there and see how nice everyone was to me and welcoming actually, and just being with the team, I feel like I've gotten so much more comfortable already, which is really nice.
Going and playing overseas is a part of a life experience, not just your soccer career experience, and found your footing on the field in such a short amount of time. You've already been awarded a player of the match. You made your Champions League debut. You recently got your first goal and first assist. You looked so happy when you scored that first goal. I'm wondering if you can take us into that moment the ball's coming across the face of goal and you're kind of running in at the far post. What did you see and experience and feel in those few seconds?
I've been working a lot on trying to get into the box and score off of crosses and just like better timing of my runs in the box. So being able to like get that goal, know where it was going, and time my movement really well, I was happy about that.
Really happy about it.
Oh my God, who was that?
Sam.
Oh my God, hi. Well, she can't hear me, but that's okay.
Sam says hi.
Oh, so cute. Sam just came on the podcast too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, sorry. You were saying you've been working on timing your movements to get into the box.
Yeah, so scoring that goal, I felt like I was really just proud of myself, being able to like get into the box at a good time. Being able to just score as a forward always kind of is just a relief kind of off your shoulders, and being able to have that first goal, I feel like just took a weight off my shoulders.
Literally, it's so funny. My next question was this kind of a weight off your shoulders? I'm wondering if you can just talk about how that feels to be a forward and be a goal scorer, and for it to take a minute to score your first goal. What does it feel like to finally get it?
Felt really great. I'm always happy when I score anytime I score, so I get really excited, so it's nice having that. And I feel like even coming to Chelsea, I knew that it was going to be an adjustment, and I honestly gave myself a lot of grace because I was like, I don't need to score right when I get there. Like, I've been playing well at Angel City, and I know what I can do, so just being able to like get better relationships on the field with my team, knowing them more, and then like the goals and assists will come as I continue to get more comfortable with the teams.
The patience and maturity that you've shown, and even in just saying that, is like so incredible. And I'm sure the goals are just going to come like so fast now. I was wondering if you saw the video of your Angel City teammates watching you score.
Yes, Ali sent it to me after the game. I was so happy. Like, I obviously like love Claire, Ali, Giselle, and Mai. Like, they at Angel City, like I was really close with them, so them watching it there just meant the world to me, honestly, and just their excitement. Like, it made me feel like I like made the right decision and was able to still like feel like a part of their family a little bit, which was really special to me.
That's so sweet. I feel like, you know, obviously like switching teams is so bittersweet, but you do always feel a part of that team. And I bet you'll always feel a part of Angel City. I think that the kind of bonds you formed with people there don't just go away. So that's must have been really, really special to see their reaction to that. I know we kind of just talked about this, but I'm curious, it sounds already like you have had such an amazing like perspective on not putting too much pressure on yourself. But we talked a little bit before about, you know, pressure that comes with your name being in the media more and your kind of star rising. And I think that you made this huge public move. And I wonder if the pressure kind of increased or if you felt like there was more attention on you or more expectation on you. And if you've had to find any new ways of kind of coping with that.
Yeah, obviously I can sometimes feel the pressure, and I don't know, I feel like since I'm still so young, like I have a lot of room to grow, and I feel like going to Chelsea is only gonna like make me grow as a player, and I am coming into trainings like just learning so much from the older players and like world-class players, so being able to just have that takes a little weight off of me because I know that every day I'm just gonna continue to become a better player, and that makes me feel more secure about myself. And I just try to remind myself of what I bring to any team that I'm on and who I am as a player, and I feel like that really helps me just like take pressure off. That's what I tell myself, like just there's no pressure if you play like yourself because no one else can play like you.
Oh my gosh, I wish I like ever had that mentality in my whole life. So I'm gonna try to like adopt it right now starting today. I know you're far from your family, but you have some incredible teammates with you at Chelsea, including your US Women's National Team teammates, Naomi Girma and Cat Macario. How have they helped you to your new team and life in London besides the salad thing?
I feel like they and Kat are just like the best. They're so welcoming, obviously, and when I came to the US, they were the same. It's just been nice getting closer with them and becoming like club teammates is so different from US teammates because you rarely see each other. So being able to like just get to know them more and them get to know me more has really been special, and I feel like they look out for me, which has been really nice. And I know I can go to them for anything if I need anything or if I have a question about anything. So it's been helpful, yeah.
Yeah, that is so great. How has it been socially with the rest of the girls? Like you mentioned earlier that everybody was so welcoming. I hope Sam Kerr is being very welcoming too as well.
Sam is she's funny. She has like a very, just like a funny sense of humor that I haven't met anyone like her before. So she's really cool.
I know. It always like shocks me. Like, she's marrying my sister in a couple months. She's so like globally famous, but she's so unassuming and down to earth. She's just so like normal. And you're right. She has such a unique sense of humor.
Yeah, I like the Australians. I like Ellie. I feel like me and her have gone pretty close. She's super funny. Yeah, she's just a good person to go to too.
Oh, well, that's so great. I'm glad the team is being welcoming. Well, you and Kat are both back with the U.S. Women's National Team to play during this FIFA window. When you and the rest of the national team get together for these friendly games, obviously the number one priority is to win the games. But what else are you hoping to accomplish as a team in a camp like this?
With Emma, she always wants to work on growing our team tactically, and we keep layering stuff in every camp that we go to. And I feel like this camp, since we haven't been in for a while, we're just trying to get reminders of what we've been doing last camp, and then also trying to layer in things, continuing to grow as a team and having more like camaraderie and chemistry on the field. And I feel like it's gone so much better, and just knowing each other more coming into more camps.
What are some things you like about playing for Emma?
I feel like our meetings are really helpful every time. I learn something new, and I feel like it's just continuing to learn what she wants from us, and she's so, I feel like, clear about what she wants, and she gives the team a lot of confidence and just being yourselves on the field within a structure, obviously, but I feel like she gives us that confidence to be ourselves, and she wants everyone to feel welcome, which is super nice. And like coming into like such a high level environment, it's nice to feel comfortable.
The national team environment can be so stressful, and everything I've heard about Emma is that she really wants you all to be seen as humans first, and I think that just adds such a layer of, I trust that I can be here and I can be vulnerable and I don't have to be like buttoned up and perfect all the time. And I actually think that will help the team play better when you're not so like walking on eggshells all the time. So I have loved watching this team grow under Emma. Emma has been opening up with the press about every national team roster, getting her closer and closer to the team she plans on going to the World Cup with. You were on the World Cup team in 2023. At that point, though, you'd only made a few appearances with the team, and I imagine it kind of felt like a whirlwind, and you just got thrust onto this big, huge stage. Now that you have more time to prepare, what role do you envision yourself having in this cycle building up to 2027?
I hope that I am on the roster first, and then I hope that I can just make more of an impact than I did in the last World Cup. I feel like I've changed so much as a person and a player, and I feel like I can bring just what Alyssa Thompson brings on the field. I hope that I just have a really big impact for the team in any role that I play. Obviously, I'd love to like score and help the team in that way, but sorry, it's kind of loud.
I know. It's okay.
I was like, I can't think now too.
I know. I honestly like couldn't really think either. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna feel so bad for the editor when they have to like try to cut all this out. Hi. Oh my God, hi you guys.
Do you want me instead?
I want you next. She
said she doesn't want you.
That's not what she said.
No, I can't say that.
Love you.
Okay. Love. Okay. Back to work. I mean, Alyssa, you're becoming like one of the first names written down on anybody's list to go into camp. You're becoming such a mainstay of this team at a time when it is a big transition. There are so many like former heroes and icons of the U.S. Women's National Team stepping away, retiring, and it seems like this moment where the torch is really being passed. I'm curious if there's anything specific about the legacies of players like Christen or Tobin Heath or Alex Morgan that you want to preserve within the national team?
I feel like I haven't really thought about that because players like Tobin, Christen, Alex, like I feel like what they do can't be replicated, sadly. There's no other Christen Press, there's no other Tobin, there's no other Alex, and I think that's how it should be. They made history in their own way, and I think coming as the next generation, like we just want to continue to add to that, but like in our own way. And like I hope that when like our generation's older, the next generation's like, we can't replicate what they did, but we want to bring our own like flair to this one and like try our best to like do what they did, but try to put our own spin on it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, every iteration of the national team has accomplished something so incredible and so unique. And so when I think about the personalities and the players who are on the team now who are young and around your age, your generation is just like so, one, mystifying to me, but also just so smart. And you're like savvy in a way that I don't know us millennials necessarily were. So I am just so excited to think about the opportunities that lie in front of you on the field and off. I know you'll continue to pave the way in so many ways. We've talked a lot about pressure already, and I think the pressure that comes with wearing the U.S. Women's National Team jersey and representing your country is to win, to be the best. How do you personally try not to get too far ahead of yourself? You already said, I want to make the roster in 2027, which shows that you're already doing this. But in what ways do you try to just take things game by game?
I feel like it's kind of easy for me to take things game by game. Like every thing, like you can't get too high, you can't get too low. I was really happy with my performances last camp, but this is a new camp and a new opponent. And I feel like it's easy to just switch because it's just a new opponent and they bring different challenges from our last game. So just continuing to be consistent in performances and like consistent in like as a team winning, obviously. And I feel like I don't feel that pressure because I believe and trust in our team and like think about like how good we are and how good we can be together. So I feel like having that belief makes me go into a game like really confident with our team.
One more question that kind of ties Chelsea and the national team back together is you're playing alongside a bunch of international stars. And I wonder if it ever feels at training or even in a game with Chelsea that you're like getting a sense of your international competition. I played with Keira Walsh at Man City and I was always like, oh my God, like Kira's passing is so good. But I had this understanding that like we would have to play against her with England, and how on earth were we going to deal with that? Do you ever think about that kind of crossover, that you're kind of scouting the competition all the time?
Yeah, I feel like recently, a little bit going into an international break, I was just like, oh my gosh, what if we play them? And I know how good they are, and like obviously like when they're on my team I want them to be really good, but like if we play against them, like I hope they have a bad game. I'm just like
I know. It's so funny because you're also becoming good friends with them. Is there anybody on your team at Chelsea that you're just blown away by on the field that you're like, oh my God, she's so good?
I don't want to say, but Kira is very good. Like, I know. I'll give her flowers, I guess. Like she's pretty good.
But you don't want to give.
No, but I don't
want her to hear.
But I don't want her like. Don't post this one on the Instagram.
No.
This will just be for the like interview type section.
Perfect. Okay, great. I know that you have so many like nationalities that make up your heritage, and I'm wondering if you've thought at all about the Men's World Cup next summer and if you like have a team that you're going to be cheering for.
Yeah, the US, and I hope that
love that
they win. I mean, we gotta support them, so.
I love that. What a great answer, Alyssa. That was really great. Okay, cool. We've talked a lot about you and Giselle already. That's your sister who plays for Angel City, but you have another Thompson sister, your little sister Zoe. She's in the youth national team program. I'm wondering if you and Zoe and Giselle in your group chat, are you talking soccer, or are you like just making TikToks, or like what's that relationship like?
Zoe will send like a funny TikTok, or Giselle will tell me a story about Zoe, and then I'll text in the group chat like, Zoe, no way you just did that. Like, she is the funniest person that I've ever met in my life. Like, genuinely, she can make me and Giselle laugh so hard. So I love any chance like we all get to like talk on the phone. And
oh my gosh, so sweet. It's so funny because like to me, and I'm sure a lot of your teammates, you seem young, but you're the oldest of those three sisters. Does Zoe and Giselle ever make you feel old?
Honestly, no. I never feel really old in anywhere that I am. Like, I feel like the youngest person all the time, always. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I love that. I did just say hip, and I'm like, literally, why did I say that? That's so embarrassing. I'm old. We've made it to the last question. You're like, get me out of here. I know that just before camp, you went home to LA to be at the retirement celebration of two of your former Angel City teammates, Christen and Allie Riley. Obviously, both of those players have spoken so highly of you and have also been huge parts of your career so far. It feels like from the outside that Christen like really took you under her wing and saw you as somebody she could pour her finishing knowledge into, and that Allie just like loved spending time with you as a teammate and a friend. Can you just talk to us about what it meant for you to be there at BMO Stadium celebrating Christen and Allie?
Those two players have shaped me into the professional I am, like, today, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry now too.
I'm so sad. They have helped me so much, and I just don't feel like I would be like where I am without them. So it's.
Do you have like a favorite happy memory of your time playing with them?
With Allie, I feel like after I scored my first goal, she was just so happy for me, and like we just met, like, I don't know, I feel like we just met and it was our first game, and she was just so like proud of me, and I felt like just so happy to be there, and like everything that I've done up to that point, scoring that goal, and then seeing like Allie be the first one to like jump on me and like celebrate with me. It just like, I feel like that's just our friendship. Like, we always celebrate each other, and it was so nice just having that and like continuing that until the time that I left. And with Christen, I feel like honestly anytime like she complimented me, I felt really
I get that.
happy, because obviously like in our finishing, and we would do it after on match day -1 after training before every game. So having her just like tell me that I'm doing good and believing in me, and just showing me like what it took, and just having that was really like my favorite part of like our relationship. And I've always looked up to her as a player, and she is like so like such an amazing player. So being able to just even have the opportunity to play with her and learn from her is something that I will always cherish, and I really appreciate.
Oh my gosh, that was really sweet, Alyssa. I'm so sorry I made you cry. I feel like it's amazing that you got to be there to celebrate them last weekend. That was it. Those were all my questions for you. I wish I had like an easy one for us to end on, but thank you so much for like being so open about all of that. This was so incredible and so fun, and we'll be cheering for you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alyssa. Thank you all so much for listening. This was such a fun interview, and you can really tell that we were in the middle of the U.S. Women's National Team space. Alyssa was so sweet, and I loved hearing about the impact Christen and Allie have had on her career. Before we let you go, we've got our linked up voicemail of the week presented by Verizon. Each week, we want to hear from you. So call and leave us a voicemail at 855-611-4050, and you could be featured on a future episode of Friendlies. Here's our caller this week.
Hi, my name is Jordan. I'm from outside of Philly, and my favorite team is Washington Spirit until Philly gets a team, that is, of course. And my question is not directly related to the friendlies they've just played and are about to play on Wednesday, but I just saw an Instagram picture where there's a few players at the Chiefs game, and I was wondering how in camp it's decided which players get to go on all these fun special events, because I know in the past it's gone to baseball games and just a bunch of other events. And I was wondering if it's by seniority or there's some other process, because from the outside it's just really interesting to wonder how that all gets figured out. Love you in the women's game and all the shows. Teaming up with Becky Sauerbrunn is now one of my favorite podcasts as well. And thanks in advance. Bye.
Hey, Jordan. Thank you so much for calling in. Great question. Usually everyone has the option to go to events like this. The staff will just like send out an email asking who's interested in going. And if you want to go, you're kind of in. I think there are a few reasons why not everybody wants to go all the time. Obviously, I don't think the team is getting like 26 tickets to an NFL game. But I think they're kind of banking on not everybody wanting to go. Maybe players have other plans, like they have friends or family in town, or they could just be tired from the games and travel and they'd prefer to rest at the hotel. It could even just be that the event isn't really for you and you're not interested in going. But I think the team and the staff does a really good job finding opportunities for players to do cool stuff and promote the U.S. women's national team in the market that they're in. I remember I got to go to a WNBA game. We even went to a Rolling Stones concert, which like felt so crazy, but it was really, really cool and fun. And it's just always such a great experience. So good question. Thank you so much for calling. That was our linked up voicemail of the week presented by Verizon. So if you want to join us for this segment and hear your voice on the podcast, the banana phone is open. You can give me a call at 855-611-4050. Just leave a message and ask me a question, and you could be the next featured listener, thanks to our friends at Verizon. Next week's guest, as given away in this interview with Alyssa, is U.S. Women's National Team and Portland Thorns midfielder Sam Coffey. We've also got Teaming Up heading your way on Monday, and there's an episode of Mewis Squared dropping next week. So make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel or podcast feed, and you can check out our newsletter, which gets delivered to your inbox every Tuesday with all the news you need to know. Thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you soon.